Welcome to the HR Happy Hour Work Break. You are here with Trish and Steve. Hey, Steve Bose.
Hey, Trish McFarlane. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm saying, how are you? I'm good. We have to do this little pleasantry. We just got off another call about 3 minutes ago, so we were aware of the state of how we each were, but glad to know that you're still well from 7 minutes ago.
You know what's funny is that there are so many days where we don't talk all day until all of a sudden, and like I won't even let you talk to me some days and just say like whatever comes out of your mouth is going to be a complete surprise to me, which is most of the time. But today we actually did work together quite a bit. So
yes.
Nice to see you again.
You too. I know. You could tell we got dressed a little nicer, at least I did.
Gosh, we
usually
coordinated today.
Color coordinated, but that was not in the plan. We were surprised on the Zoom call when that happened. And Karen, who was on the call with us too, had a similar colored shirt on as well. So That was good planning. We got to align with the corporate colors a little more. I got to think about that. Maybe we need to, we've got the blue and the green, like our website's got all those cool colors on it.
Okay.
Like we need to. I'm trying to embrace the pastel a little bit more too.
Just in
life. I'm a big fan of the, color of the year, Pantone and all that stuff. So I'm a big color design guy.
What happened to your ties of the day? Remember you were going to be wearing
we can bring that back. I mean, I felt a little dumb wearing it that day. I don't know that I want to wear one every day. But I forget who I was talking to. Somebody said something to me about a tie. They needed a tie for something. And I said, I'm serious. I will ship a box of 65 ties to you tomorrow if you need ties. Because I probably own about 80 ties, I'll bet. And the only one that's seen the light of day in the last 6 months was that one on the show the other day. Trish, I have really nothing prepared except I do have some show and tell items available.
Oh, I like that.
Do we want to try that? Okay.
Yeah, because you know what I've been doing instead of reading anything interesting? Watching TikToks. I cannot stop. I'm addicted. I want to know, is anybody else addicted like me? It's ridiculous.
So we recorded a podcast the other day. It hasn't run yet. Where we were talking about the apps that we would save on our phones. And you said TikTok was one of them, which was wow. So I actually did a version of that on the Alexa show this morning. And I gave a slightly different answer than I did on our podcast to Alexa, because I thought I cheated a little bit on our podcast because I said the premise was you could only keep 3 apps on your phone. Yep. But I really should have included the ones that just come with the phone, like the phone calling app, texting, a browser, right? The things that they're just built in, the camera. So you have to exclude those, I think, for that little exercise. So I changed my 3 answers. You can listen to the Alexa show if you care about what 3 apps I would keep. So Trish, I got an Amazon box today in the mail, which I just opened.
Okay.
I have really nothing interesting to talk about other than this is a reflection on what's going on here in pandemic North Carolina. Big problem with flies lately in the hot sun outside. So I had to restock fly swatters. Good. And the fly problem outside where I grill like pretty much every night, it's become so challenging to me and vexing. I got the bug zapper, which I'm going to set up shortly. I've never had one of these. Have you ever used one of these?
No.
I have no idea if that's going to work. And so I've got that going on. And then maybe most interestingly, I'm going to save the rest of it for another day. L-cysteine, Trish, supplement and an amino acid. And the only reason I'm interested in it all, there was recently an article, it was on CNBC, that says new research, Trish, has shown there's possible benefits of this L-cysteine, which has been around for a long time, for 2 reasons. One, it's a 600 meg tab. You take one at 600 meg, it's supposed to really help with just generalized stress and anxiety, which you can use that. You take 2 of them, Trish, they've found some evidence, a potential hangover cure. How about that? So I'm gonna do an experiment Friday. I'm gonna wait till Friday, Trish.
Okay.
I'll probably be stressed before Friday, so I'll try to worry about the stress. Maybe Friday and into Saturday, I'll test the hangover remedy on the cysteine.
Okay. So you're going to take one then.
Yeah, I'm only going to take one.
Tomorrow night.
And then maybe
and then Friday night, you're
going to rager Friday night and see what happens Saturday morning, top 2 of them and report I need to read if you have to take them before or after. I don't know that.
You'd have to take them before, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll look into that part of it. That's my show and tell. That's bug defenses and hangover defenses. That's what's happening here.
I didn't realize today was going to be all about having defense against things.
Well, it's just, yeah, it was just on my mind. The box showed up today, and yeah, it's been a busy day. Otherwise, we had a really cool. Do we want to like shout out some friends of ours we just talked to? We mentioned we would, so now we feel like we kind of have to since they might be watching.
We should. No, we actually just had a really, really great meeting, getting all caught up on JobVite and everything they have going on, which is a lot. And so I don't want to give any of their secrets away, but just saying stay tuned, because actually tomorrow they have a big announcement and they've got some other things kind of brewing that are coming in the next couple months here. So if you're not familiar with them, their website's amazing. It's got so much information on, you know, the various products and solutions that they offer. Great people. We go way back. We were just saying we go way back with them.
Yeah.
Shout out to Carrie and Ashley, though, for spending some time with us. That was fun and reminiscing a little bit.
Yeah, and so when I think back to when I first got involved in HR tech in a significant way, JobVite was an emerging company, a startup really back then, and it's still one of the coolest things ever invented, in my opinion. The actual name of their company comes from that first innovation that they went to market with first, which is the JobVite itself. This idea that you could take an online job listing, and they enabled like LinkedIn, Twitter, I guess probably even Facebook, but I don't really remember if that might have been there, email for a person, and typically an employee of that company themselves, to share that job information out to their own networks, their social networks, and to their networks of contacts, simply, easily trackable. This is a decade plus old innovation, maybe. I don't remember when it came out, but I remember back then still, there's only a few of these things I really remember, like, oh my God, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And that was one of the coolest things I'd ever seen up to that point. And they were really, really innovators in that area. So it's good to catch up with them.
Yeah, and I think that level of so they've brought on some new data scientists, which is very, very exciting. So again, I think anytime that you see a company that continues to invest over decades, you know, like you said, they started out really cool and it's continued and they keep changing it up. So I'm excited to see what they bring out here in the next couple months. But yeah, big shout out to our friends over there. And thank you for spending time with us today and going through all of that.
Yeah, I like one more piece of news, which is kind of in our rolling segment we do here of pandemic product shortage. You know, we talked about Diet Dr. Pepper a couple weeks ago. I was able to get Diet Dr. Pepper over the weekend, so I think maybe we're okay on that.
Okay.
But now with kids going back to school, whether it's in person or virtually, a laptop shortage, a pretty significant one, was reported. Up to 5 million shortage in the US of available laptops from like the big laptop makers like your Dell, Lenovo. If you're in the market for a laptop, I'd say move quickly. There's a dumbbell shortage. That's another one. I tried to buy some more dumbbells, you know, to try to keep things working here, and impossible to find. Impossible to find.
I went the Friday before I knew that the shutdown was actually going to happen in Illinois, and I went and immediately bought a huge weight bench set because I knew the kids would be at home and need it. So
no, that was smart. I did a similar thing right at the beginning of the lockdown. I just went to the local Dick's Sporting Goods that's close. I thought, okay, just a couple things to get me by, and I bought like 2 pairs of dumbbells, like one of those resistant bands, and like one other thing. I'm thinking, okay, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is, I'll be fine. That was poor planning, poor execution, poor everything.
I went all in.
You were smart.
So in pandemic with Clorox wipes, I still I understand logically why I don't have Clorox wipes on the shelves. I don't like it. I don't agree with the whole fact that we don't and why we don't. But I have found, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but I tweeted this out. I have found that Pampers wipes actually clean my stovetop really well.
Okay. Good tip.
So that's my tip of the day. Yeah, bright and shiny. It's really nice. So yeah, clean your baby's butt just fine and clean your stovetop just fine.
Be a good marketing symbol for them, you know? Maybe, who knows? There might be a run on Pampers wipes now. You know, that kind of insight.
Tell.
Did you just you must have heard that somewhere, right? You didn't just decide, you know what, I'm going to just try this? Or?
No, I did. I decided I'd just try it because I don't know why. It's like, I feel more wasteful if I'm spraying a spray and using a Bounty paper towel or something. Like it feels I'm just used to a wipe, right? I get a one wipe out and I get it all done with one.
Yeah.
Instead, and I've tried other methods that I don't like. And so I thought, well, what's similar to that? I'm tired of going through that aisle and seeing nothing there. And I thought, well, I could just get some baby wipes. Baby wipes are pretty good.
That's clever. Yeah, I've not studied the ingredient composition of the various types of wipes to know. I gotta believe the baby wipes are not quite as strong in the chemicals that kill bad things as are like a countertop wipe.
I think you're right. But also, like, I'm just doing my stovetop. I'm not doing it on full counters. On counters, I'm doing disinfectant, right? But
okay. All right. That's what I'm getting at. There's got to be some element of, yeah, this is actually a baby spot we're applying this to. Let's not try to kill everything.
But my thought of what's on the baby is pretty gross. And
yeah, there's that.
Antibacterial stuff, right? It's got to have some antibacterial element to it on the baby's bottom. And so, yeah, works on my stove just fine.
One last thing, just shout out to any of our friends in the direction of Hurricane Laura. Good luck, be well, be safe. It's coming tonight. It looks like it might be pretty rough. Hope you all stay safe and well.
Yeah, I hope so. All right. Well, on that note, we will call it a day. Thank you, everyone, for listening, watching, tweeting, DMing, sending us comments. Keep them coming.
Don't DM me.
Don't DM Steve. You can DM me. We'll talk to you tomorrow.